Hello, people on this internet. It's me, Crazy Monkey Dude, signing back in with yet another review. And today we're going to do part 3 of Barraki Week. And we're going to continue on where we left off yesterday with Pridak, leader of the leader of the League of Six Kingdoms. There we go. Finally got to say it. A little bit of story background. This guy was, again, head of the Six Kingdoms. He was de facto leader because of how absolutely crazy he was. This guy is like a definition of a psychopath in Bionicle. And he was the one who really spurred the movement to overthrow Motonui because he got fed up of doing basically everything Motonui was doing and then Motonui not doing anything else. So yeah, and then he got banished to the pit where he stayed down in 2007 storyline for quite a while, and he got mutated into a shark. He's also not going to be hesitant to, kill you. So yeah, that's Pridak. And we're going to go right about let's just get started with a review. Kick off with the feet. Oh, those luscious feet. So, first off, they're just normal Pridak feet. They're very long, of course. Don't exactly know why Pridak's feet were so long, but they were very long. Yes. He's got the standard 3 points of articulation in the leg, though. And the only difference that I made with the legs is that they're slightly longer and they have a bulked up armor, a Nika armor piece on the legs. So again, bulky. I'm going to go down to the lower torso. He's actually got 1 point of articulation in the waist. Wow, his toes are right next to the camera. Now you got a nice Pridak toe shot. Anyways, but you can make him do like really weird crunches if you so want to, or you can kind of straighten him out a little bit. And then he's got 1 point of articulation on the back with this, and as you can see, it's starting to fall out, but that's just because of how the piece bumps up against the Motofoots. And then you got 3 points of articulation in the arms. Nothing really changed with the arms, if anything at all. And the head's got 1. So nothing changed with the head or the arms, and minor changes to the legs. But the major change, obviously, is the torso. Now, the torso on the original Pridak was pretty good. Right, allowed pretty good standard articulation, and it'll even give you the hip articulation that you got right there, and I carried that over because I thought it was pretty cool. And the problem with that torso, though, and the way it was built, is that it used it uses 2 Vaki pelvises in a way that, is unique and is pretty cool, but also is just very thin and spindly. And that was kind of the generic theme with most of the Barraki. They were very, very thin and malformed. But since these guys were like tyrants and rulers of the kingdoms and like some of the most powerful beings in existence, I wanted to, again, capitalize that and make them a little bit more bulky than they were. So I decided to take 2 Metru pelvises, as you can see, 1 on the bottom and then the 1 on the top, and then I guess 3 Mata feet, and I came up with this design. I'm actually going to move this arm out of the way so you can actually get a better look. Yeah, it's not too complex, but it gives them this nice, like, arc forward, and then arc back, arc forward, and it gives, like, a nice flow to it, I guess. The only main downside, I guess, would be the back. Like, he's got very flat right there, not very armored, if at all. And then that's basically about it, but I wanted to give him that nice... He looks pretty sharkish, I guess. And the legs are pretty plain, and his arms have not changed, but I didn't really think that changing the arms were too necessary. Now, I remember in the 2007 little commercial that you got with Dekar getting the mask and everything like that, the Barraki commercial that everyone knows, creeping in my soul, right? If you're a Bionicle fan. He had a specific pose where he looked like a shark. And, I did ask the question, why were his feet so large? But if I were to do this a little bit, and the reason why I took him off screen, there we go. His feet become the back fins of a shark, and there we go. I have made him into his little shark pose that he does in the storyline, or in the little commercial. And this looks pretty good. Now, again, you could do this with your normal Pridak as well. You could make the feet go together, and then, kind of arc them together, but the one thing that the original Pridak kind of has that this one, or the one thing that the original Pridak didn't have that this one does, is bulk. And I think the bulkiness actually really goes to, like, favor him. And even though the unintentional, like, the Mata feet with the weird texturing kind of matches up with, like, the fin decoration on his head. even on the Mari Torn blades pretty well. So it has a weird 3 kind of like stripes going down. So I think it looks pretty good consistency wise. One problem with this head in particular likes to come undone a little bit. So if I move it a little bit, it'll pop off a socket. I don't know why, but it will. But that was just something wrong with the part. Now the function as well, as you probably know, he's a Barraki, so he has the squid launcher, and I'm not going to demonstrate that because everyone else has demonstrated that before, and honestly it's not the best thing to demonstrate because, I mean, I don't really want to. I don't feel like losing the fish. Ooh, he just snapped him. You know what? We'll keep him on the snap. He snapped himself in half, so we're going to keep it that way. He actually kind of looks like an anglerfish right now. But that's whatever. We're going to do a... I guess it allows me to do 2 size comparisons like I did with Takedos, given the fact that he just somehow unintentionally snapped himself into this weird, like, anglerfish pose. So we're going to do that first with a Metrotorin. I'm actually going to get a little bit closer up. He goes up to about... Wow, he actually barely touches the mandible. So, yeah, that was with Jakua. Maritor, I bet will touch the mandible. Or, well, this one might because he's got a bigger mask. Yep, touches the mandible. And then we're going to get the old Skakti boy up there, and he's taller than Pridak. But then if I actually were to, you know, adjust him to be actually properly posed, we get him standing probably taller than the Skakti if I were to bet. Oh yeah, he's going to stand way taller. Yep, just as I thought. Yeah. This was also kind of one of those shorter videos, and I kind of apologize for that because, I mean, the ones that I've been reviewing have been rather quite short, given the fact that they're just basic, not modified Anika builds, just basic Anika-sized builds in general. So they're not really too much to really dive into and, you know, I guess review. But, I mean, I've been enjoying them. I'm hoping you've been enjoying them. Thank you so much if you have been watching. Tomorrow we're going to continue on with Mantax is tomorrow's video. And that one I'm actually really looking forward to because that one was the one I was actually able to do quite a bit with. Can you... Sorry if you hear the vibrations of my phone. Someone's spam texting me. Anyways. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Probably going to end up doing another review today as well of one of the Dark Hunters. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet, but I have 2 choices in my mind right now that I can do a review on. Or at least a handful of them I can do a review on. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me sure to like, comment, share, whatever, you know, basic YouTube shit. And yeah, please be sure to watch my other videos because I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. And this is Crazy Monkey Dude signing out.